the original Periscope all live Trump newscast, Trump Talk US. We are doing a little bit of an early episode. Usually I come on about 10:30. We're doing about just a little bit before 10 because I've got some things I've got to get done later tonight. Some people I had to meet. I wasn't able to do Trump Talk last night. I had a friend come in who had a birthday, and I'm trying to fit life around. I made it worse. I'm trying to fit life around. Oh, that's better. Doing Trump and making sure that I get you guys as much information as possible so we can all get out there this election and do this. Make America great again. So important. Especially if you guys have been paying attention to the Hillary Clinton campaign, if you've been paying attention to TPP, if you've been paying attention to Gary Johnson and his now total support of TPP. Basically, if you want national sovereignty as opposed to globalism, your only candidate is one Donald J. Trump. So it's a really, really, really important election, you guys. Absolutely the most important election in your lifetime. So let's talk about what the media has been smearing Donald Trump about today. Okay, everyone's upset about Donald Trump's Dwayne Wade tweet. Now, I live in Chicago. I had to look up who the heck Dwayne Wade is, but apparently he's a Chicago Bulls player whose cousin was killed in a shooting here in Chicago. Donald Trump tweeted his condolences for that with the comment, this is what he's talking about. This is the violence he's talking about going on. You grew up on the South Side. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And the violence has gotten completely out of control at this point. Chicago is a basic war zone in whole parts of the city. And we keep flipping over new cops. Rom keeps hiring new police guys, new heads of superintendents or whatever. And we're not getting anywhere because we don't have any policies that provide jobs, that provide security. We keep guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens so they can't protect themselves from the gang crime. We do everything wrong here in Chicago. Everything wrong. So Trump's absolutely correct to state this. Absolutely correct. And I'm sorry that people are a little upset that he's using a tragedy for his own purpose. No, the tragedy is the laws and the policies of Chicago and the Democratic states, inner cities, have destroyed again and again the lives of the individuals here. So he is very right to point that out. Absolutely right. Now, let's talk about Hillary. Some people mentioned some things about Hillary, a couple things about Hillary they're all upset about. Trump is lying about Hillary's health. We don't know. She won't release her health records. So we don't know if Trump is lying about that or not. All he said is that she looks weak. She looks like she is unfit physically. She doesn't have the stamina. And that's just a fact. She doesn't have press conferences. She does short speeches. She is barely on the campaign trail. She shows up for fancy fundraisers and, backstage for Kimmel. That's it. That's all we're getting from her. We're not getting rallies and speeches and all of this that comes with the campaign. Why? Why? Well, she's unhealthy. She's a proven liar because she has several issues. It could be various issues. Could be stroke. Could be brain damage from stroke. It could be Parkinson's. It could be a variety of things. We're going to talk about that mass deportation in a minute. There could be a variety of things. We don't know. Hillary's not releasing. Another thing in the media is all upset about is Donald Trump called Hillary out on her connection to Robert Byrd, former Klansman. That's just a fact. There is no doubt that Hillary Clinton considered Robert Byrd a mentor. There is no doubt that Robert Byrd was a leader in the Klan during his 30s, 40s. There was a leader of the Klan prior to his 30s and was a segregationist up until his 50s. These are facts. Absolute 100% facts. The only thing that everyone's mad about is Trump's bringing it up. Well, I'm sorry. Didn't Hillary Clinton just say that everybody who supports Donald Trump is basically a Klansman? Oh, does it hurt when you play the race card and it gets played right back on you, Hillary Clinton? Yeah, it does. And that's what happened this week. So everyone's whining. Now, If you get a chance to listen to Trump's speech today, there's some additional information. We're going to talk about immigration because there was some additional information in his speech with Joni Ernst today about immigration. And what everybody's been talking about is this quote unquote new Trump immigration policy. There is no new. Let me just clarify, okay? Because I've been following the campaign the entire time. Been following all of the positions. We did a special on his immigration policy, immigration reform policy here on Trump Talk. So let me inform you what I know. You can look for it for yourself, okay? The position of the Trump campaign on immigration reform has not changed. I said it real slow so that everyone can hear me. The stated immigration position from the Trump campaign has not changed. Donald Trump never wrote one time he's deporting 11 million people the day he gets into office. What he has stated, and he has stated repeatedly and continues to state, is he intends to enforce the law. He intends to enforce the law first by removing any criminals. Border security, increasing ICE agents. Now, there's some interesting things that are going to come out in the next week or so about his speeches in regards to, yes, I am exactly claiming that. Yes, are you claiming he didn't run initially on deporting all illegal aliens? Yes. Yes. He did not run on deporting all illegal aliens. He ran on enforcing our immigration laws, on securing the border and enforcing our immigration laws. Now, the media, and I've watched the interviews where they did this. This is what the media did. The media goes, oh, so you mean deporting 11 million people? And Trump says, well, we're going to enforce the law. Oh, so you mean deporting 11 million people? Well, I don't even know if it's 11 million. It might be 5, it might be 20. Nobody knows how many people it is, but we're going to enforce the law. Well, so you're just going to kick people who've been out in the country 20 years, you're just going to kick them out. Well, there could be a softening. We're going to talk about those things, but we are going to enforce the law. And then Trump added the critical factor, which you guys should start listening for. It is unfair to those who are waiting online legally to come into this country to allow illegals to get amnesty, any of these special benefits. So as far as even today's position, Trump has stated there is very likely a possibility we have to go out and come back in. Some people have called that touchback amnesty. So it doesn't matter what Trump says. He's for amnesty or deporting everybody. I'm pretty sure it's the media that's been changing their position to try to make Trump look like he's the one changing his position. In fact, Trump has never changed his position about enforcing the law, preventing illegals from receiving welfare or benefits, getting criminal illegals out immediately, building the border security, increasing the number of ICE agents, and enforcing the laws. Yes, day one, actually, that's happening. Day one, he has and he spoke about it today in the Joni Ernst speech. I only got to listen to a little bit of it, so I'm going to listen to it a little bit later. You guys should check it out later on rsbn.tv. Great speech today, Joni Ernst Roast and Ride. But he talked specifically about cutting off those benefits for illegals from day one. What does he mean when there could be a softening? What he means is a bunch of people keep telling him, oh, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. And he's talked to various leaders. And so what he said is, we will have to decide the policy in a way that's humane, is tolerant, is considerate, is kind. He said that from the beginning. From the beginning. So what does that mean? There's a softening? It doesn't actually mean anything. It is fodder for the media machine. It's a word that makes the media talk more about Donald Trump's immigration policies right before he delivers his speeches with the content you're claiming doesn't exist, with the specifics that everybody's looking for. You could actually just go on donaldjtrump.com/positions, immigration reform. You could read his statements, his specific statements of action that he will take. Nobody does that. That's why I do this show. Because nobody does that. Nobody just goes and reads the man's positions. We're all too busy watching what the mainstream media has said he said. Most of you don't even watch the interviews, the haters. So, yeah, The mainstream media quotes. That's all they hear, you guys. And that's why I know you Trump people, you know this as well as I do. We get on the internet. They keep spouting the MSN, the mainstream media, and we go, oh, you just get that from the mainstream media. And they go, no, I don't watch the media. I don't watch the media. Well, then your friends watch the media and you get it from their news feed. But you clearly are watching the media because you repeat their talking points word for word. You know who doesn't do that? Trumpers, who are busy getting their media from a variety of sources. Exactly. And you tune in here, you watch me, you watch other Trumpers, you read articles from different news sources to see what's different, what's the same. We're doing a lot of work over here trying to make sure that we understand the Trump campaign. You guys are doing a lot of work because the media isn't helping us. Journalism, the press, the free press that's supposed to be so helpful to the American citizen has basically abdicated its responsibility and has turned into a left-wing propaganda machine. So we got to do it all ourselves, and we are, because we're going to make this country great again. We're going to take this country back. Let's talk a little bit about Hillary Clinton. So many more people, this is the real news on Periscope. So many more people are doing Trump shows, pro-Trump stuff. Periscope is getting really pro-Trump. It's really kind of great. I'm seeing more and more people doing pro-Trump stuff on Periscope. They can't keep us all down on every social media platform, you guys. They can't. Fascist book can't keep us down. I want to add this. This is a great point, CBK. This is a great point. There's something called self-deportation. In addition, there's deciding not to come. We've incentivized illegals to come here with benefits, with not enforcing the law, with not enforcing jobs, with not enforcing any of our immigration policies. We've incentivized. Additionally, we've tolerated and made it easier to stay here. Now, if you're afraid you're going to get deported, if you're afraid you're going to get caught working illegally, all of these things are reasons why you might change your actions. Now, interestingly, there is a record number of illegals right now seeking to get legal status to rectify their illegal situation prior to Trump being elected. So Trump is already disincentivizing illegals and encouraging illegals to become legal citizens. And that's what we're all about. We're not about keeping immigrants out of our country. We're about keeping illegal immigrants out of our country. And already Trump is encouraging those who are here illegally to get that sorted out. That's how Trump works. So, let's talk a little bit about Hillary Clinton for a minute, you guys. Oh my God, the lies. The lies. You saw the Klan ad calling every one of us Trump supporters basically a sheet-wearing Klansman. Lies. New false ad come out claiming that the Make America Great hat Donald Trump is selling is made in China. You guys, no. You know what? If your hat, I want you to take your hat. If you have a Make America Great hat, look at it. If you bought it from donaldjtrump.com, the official site, it's made in America. If you didn't buy it from there, it might not be made in America. That does not mean that Donald Trump is having his hats not made in America. That means other people might be making Make America Great Again hats. But the hats are made overseas. It says on the website. So, it's false ad. Just another excuse that Hillary Clinton wants to come up with. While she refuses to release her emails, and she's got the State Department to refuse to release her emails as well, even though those emails at this point now are starting to show that she met predominantly in the State Department with donors of the Clinton Foundation. That's right, more than 50% of the people she met with were donors to the Clinton Foundation. There were some people who couldn't get a meeting and then made a donation and then got a meeting. I'm going to make this point. You mentioned, I think Trump and Hillary are bad. Look, here's the main difference. There's plenty of differences, and we've talked about them on this show over and over and over again. There are three letters. T, where's T? T, P, P. no matter what you think about Hillary Clinton and no matter what you think about Donald Trump, you may think he says rough things, you may think Hillary Clinton is a liar. No matter what you think about Gary Johnson or Jill Stein, what is fact, Hillary Clinton has supported the TPP in the past, will support it again. Gary Johnson openly supports the TPP now, as I believe Jill Stein. The only candidate not supporting the TPP that has any chance of winning, Donald J. Trump. You know why? Because Donald Trump understands that the TPP is not just a trade agreement. It is an agreement that will allow multinational corporations to control how the government issues business licenses. It will limit local business and job creation through the influence of multinational corporations threatening to sue based on the TPP policies. It's an international trade agreement that we can't get out of once we've agreed to it. Other nations will have to agree to let us out. It's a debacle. So, you don't think there's any difference between Trump and Hillary? You think they're both bad? Well, only one of them supports the TPP. Only one of them supports the opposite. National sovereignty, jobs here in America, America first. So, you make up your mind. I'm Trump. No TPP, you want Trump. The only candidate who is going to prevent the TPP from being passed is Donald J. Trump. Let's do rallies. And, let's do this first. You guys, get the Trump app. Oh my gosh. Okay. They have a Trump app, America First. It's on Android. It's on the iTunes. It's on the Apple Store, whatever. America First app. So great. You have it. Fabulous. It gives you all the information. It tells you how many days. It's a countdown to how many days till we beat Hillary. All of Trump's tweets, all of the latest news, all of that stuff. Now, you can also earn points if you invite other people. This is my code, you guys. XZ3J7. So, download the app, and if you haven't attributed your code to anybody, I invited you. So use my code XZ3J7. XZ3J7. Put that in your sign up a code thing, and then I will get points. At this point, I am only the 6th Trumpiest person in Illinois, and that's just not going to be acceptable. I clearly need to be the most Trumpy person in Illinois. So help me out. Help your friend out. Here's my code, XC3J7. I will post a link to the app on the Trump Talk US site. So, yep. Oh, wait. Here, take another picture of it so you can remember the code. There we go. I'm going to leave that for a second. There we go. That way you can check the code and make me the Trumpiest Illinoisan. I will love it. I will totally give you guys mad props. So, America First on the App Store or Google Play. Perfect. Let's do rallies, you guys. Donald Trump will be in Everett, Washington at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. That is the only rally date so far Trump has. I'm pretty sure he's preparing this big immigration speech. But Mike Pence, have I reminded you guys how much I love Mike Pence and how hard he is working for our campaign, how hard he is working to help us elect Donald Trump, how hard he is working to make this country great again, and how much of it he is slogging it out on the campaign trail, you guys. Let's just talk about how many dates Mike has, okay? Trump has one date because he's been doing rallies this whole time. He's preparing the big speech. You know who's picking up the slack? Mike Pence, who's awesome and was the best pick ever. And anybody who had any doubts, your doubts should be alleviated by watching how much work he has put into backing up Donald Trump and how much of a strong advocate he is. So, Mike's dates. Monday, Perry, Georgia, 2 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, Dalton, Georgia, 3 p.m. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, 8 p.m. Wednesday, he'll be in Sarasota, Florida at 4 p.m. So that's 5 dates over the first part of the week. 5 speeches Mike Pence will be delivering. He is doing a great job. Follow him on Twitter, you guys. Support Mike in all of his endeavors. I just think he's a great candidate, and he has been a huge support, and he's really just running his little legs off, and we appreciate that so much. So let's do my Trump reason of the day, you guys. Trump reason of the day. It's just really simple. There is one candidate who is willing to ignore the history of where Republicans are supposed to go, what demographics Republicans are supposed to get, what states Republicans are supposed to fight in. You know who's asking for the African American vote, talking about the inner cities, going into urban areas, literally taking his campaign to the traditional Democratic voter bloc and the independent voter bloc? Trump. Like no Republican ever. And like no Republican ever, he stands up when the Democrats play the race card against us. They play the race card, Trump plays it right back. Because he has a backbone and stands up against the typical political games. Trump doesn't play typical political games. He's in it to win. W-I-N, win. So we can make America great again. So he's not worried about what Republicans are supposed to do or who's the traditional Republican voter. Because you know who is a Trump voter? Americans. Americans who want to see their country great again, who want jobs restored, who want safe borders, who want to end terrorism, who want to end occupations and nation building, and want to I don't understand that question. Who want to end the building of the debt, the lack of prosperity, the increasing in joblessness, and the removal of people from the job roles. Trump is the only guy who's going to do all those things for us. And that doesn't mean that I think he's a miracle worker. I think that he actually is somebody who sets goals, though they may be tall to achieve, and then achieves them. So that's why I'm electing Trump. That's my Trump reason of the day. Because he's not playing the typical playbook, and he sets goals, and he achieves them, unlike any other politician we've ever seen. So, go vote for Trump. That makes 86 reasons I'm going to vote for Trump, which is quite a bit of reasons. Let's do hotties, you guys. I know y'all just tune in for the hotties anyways. I know how you are. So, here we go. Trump hottie of the day. Now, you're going to like this one. Trump is the only one who really cares. He is the only one who genuinely cares about the American people and about America, the country. He is the only one who respects what America has given him. Hillary Clinton doesn't respect anything that America has done for her. America has made her rich, and she could care less. Donald Trump earned his wealth, made himself rich in America, and he loves his country. Pretty straightforward. Hotties. So she's got her Great America, or Make America Great hat on. She's a little shy, but see, this is why I'm going to appreciate. I'm just going to pan back. I'm just going to leave the hotties there for a minute. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So I will post this on the page. I know so there are some of my Trump supporting friends who will greatly appreciate today's hottie. Some guys are leg men. Some aren't. Yes, foreign countries have made Hillary rich. That's correct. Foreign countries, Goldman Sachs, Wall Street. That is correct. That is correct. All those bribes is exactly what has made her rich. So, good show, you guys. I'm glad we could get in here quick. You can reach me at Trumpitarian on Twitter. Go ahead, share stuff there. Happy to have it. You can also email me stuff, trumptalkus@gmail.com. Hotties pictures, regular pictures of see great Trump signs, articles, whatever you might see. You can see our back episodes, www.trumptalkus. That has all of our back episodes, including our one on illegal immigration. So you should check that out because, in fact, as I have said many times this week, and I will keep saying it, Donald Trump has not changed his position on illegal immigration, as you will be able to see. And, of course, if you download the American First app, you can use my code XZ3J7, which will help make me the Trumpiest Illinoisan, which will make me love you even more. So, tomorrow, I'm going to do an episode tomorrow. Usually I don't do Sundays, but I missed Fridays, so we're going to do an episode tomorrow. 10:30, right around there. Tune in. Let everybody know. Share on Twitter. If I am not following you on Twitter, but you share the show, I follow everybody who shares. So I try to follow everybody back. There's like 12,000 Twitter followers, which it's hard to keep up with everybody. But I followed as many back as I can, and I try not to follow trolls. So if you share my stuff, I'm pretty sure you're not a troll. It's kind of straightforward. Before I leave, any questions? Any comments? I would just like to give people a chance to chime in before we sign off. No. Thank you for your support, you guys. You guys keep me going, knowing that there are viewers here that are going to want to see Trump Talk makes me keep tuning in. And for all of my viewers who are used to me tuning in on 10:30, Deb and everybody, sorry I was early and I surprised you and I didn't give you head warning. We're doing the best we can on that. But I did want to make sure that I got a talk in there. So check the replay out. And again, we will do tomorrow's Trump Talk right about 10:30. So thank you so much. Let's get the music going. I love all my Trumpers because one thing I know about Trump people, and this is why I love all Trump people, if you support Donald Trump, you love this country. And that's one thing I need to know about you that makes you a cool person. So if you're for Trump, I know you love America. That means I like you. Love all you guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Keep on trumping, everybody.